live. And we are live.
We're live.
Yeah, and everybody's now they've been waiting to hear from you for quite some time.
Right? You just said, I brought receipts.
Because they definitely been waiting to
I
hear
got
from
me
you.
some receipts.
You got receipts. Why you got receipts? You love your receipts.
Yeah. I'm international.
You definitely love your receipts. Let me see. Yep. So you had a very interesting Mother's Day weekend.
It was Mother's Day?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Mother's Day. You totally missed Mother's Day.
Yeah, I just went to church. Oh, yeah. It was Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went to church.
How was that?
It was good. I got to get the praise out. Praise God.
Yeah.
Linked up with your baby daddy for Mother's Day too, man. Right? Well, we finna get into this shit. You know he finna grill her, bro. Yeah, let's get into it.
I think you and your supporters.
Huh?
I said you and your supporters. Your supporters send me messages and like hold me accountable
No,
to try to
I just
hold
really
me
feel like a lot of
accountable
people
as a grown
just,
woman.
they get nervous with that chapter of my life. And, they don't understand that I have to still walk through it, right? But I have to show consistency of keeping my word. So when they get it, like, oh, okay, it is what this is, and that's not what is that, you know?
Yeah, I think the for the most part, what I gather from the supporters is this man just did an interview, and then you're sitting down and talking to him, and they're trying to make sure that you stay on the right path because they care about you so much and they don't want to see you hurt again. You
Right.
know, so like sometimes it's not even about like
And it come across right like Chrisean is a victim, but a man is supposed to lead, bro. So they really just be worried about her when they in a relationship. Basically, they feel like Blueface got the power to influence her negatively, right? Now I don't know so much about that, bro.
anything happening, more so just like your energy shifting.
Right. And my focus.
Yeah.
Well, my focus is still on my purpose and being the person I'm supposed to be. So, but I definitely get it. I don't really have much to say or how to speak on it for real because, I don't have nothing negative because I'm not a negative person. And instead of like letting a problem just keep being a problem, I just want a solution. So, yeah.
I think that's okay. I think what I had said when I was live, I was talking to people and they kept asking me, and I'm like, people really don't like they wish certain people well, but
Exactly. I think people don't understand the dynamic, right? Nobody's perfect. She's trying, and I think it gets convoluted when it appears that she's like crying out for help, right? So the supporters like, man, we supporting you with getting away from that shit. Then you go back, right? Type shit.
understand what wishing them well means, and the two of you share a child together, and so there has to be peace that comes from it. And you and
Yeah.
him sitting down and talking and being at peace is a good thing for everybody involved. You know what I mean? And if you
Yeah.
don't, I guess if you find peace with it, you know what I mean? Like as long as you can stay happy, which is what I was telling you. I said, well, how do you feel?
How do I feel? Well, I feel grounded. I feel, I'm in a positive space in my life, career wise, uh, people wise, the people I have around me. Um, I went and performed Yahweh and I prayed over the crowd and just left. I didn't really uh get too involved with things that I don't really agree with, but I don't try to get swept up or caught up. So I'm just in my lane.
Oh no, you caught up, man. You caught up, bro. What do he say? You got it bad. When you want, you know what I'm talking
In
about?
my bag. But I definitely get it. Everybody's like, oh my God, oh my God. I'm like,
Yeah,
And I don't know how to I'm not in that space where I want to do a smear campaign or anything or look down at somebody. I just need to see you eye to eye and be the person I'm supposed to be for myself, for our kid. And I'm really big on right now is just like forgiveness, but also like keeping the boundaries intact.
You heard that, bro? For our kid, bro. You know what I'm saying? So now it's making me look at the Jason Lee interview as really a tit for tat, bro. Like, hold on, bro. You making me hella mad. Now I'm finna smut you all the way out till you get your ass back.
And watching what I do, what I say, how I do it. And yeah, the proper distance and break is in effect, and I don't know, I'm thriving without spiraling. It's like,
and
okay, baddies. They had me come back for the reunion. They knew they wanted me to fight Mariah, Big Legs, my sister, or the case may be. I put
yeah,
the headphones in and I showed who I was supposed to be and where my focus was. But I like to close things, chapters with on a positive note, like show a different Chrisean in the same environment, place where I was a broken Chrisean. So now that I'm well put together, I got my mental on check. I got everything on my to-do list checked off, and then the one thing I didn't check off was that part where my son and his dad and how that makes sense. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah.
as a mom, you feel me? But as a believer in Christ too, yeah, there's always grace. I really try to remove that resentment and stuff off my heart. And then I just want to lead by example, lead by love. I'm not saying, oh, like, oh, go back. I'm not, nobody's saying none of that.
And it sound hypocritical, bro, but I agree with that, bro, because peace is priceless. So sound like she doing what she got to do to maintain her peace while moving forward with the relationship, right? And you see, when they was play boxing the other day, you could see she was trying to like keep some boundaries. You get what I'm saying? But people speculate that, they whatever they speculate, oh, they did it and all that shit, bro. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, it's like, what do you do when there's things said about you and your son when it's not the case, and then you face it head on to show what it truly is with full control of your emotions and mental intact and with grace. You feel what I'm saying? And I get it. People was like, you know, forgiveness doesn't mean access. There's something that need to be put in place where it's a healthy environment and system where we can co-parent. Like, I feel like not like that, but I distanced myself long enough because I'm stronger now to handle the ups and downs, the things that doesn't make sense, the cut things, certain things off that's not allowed for, you know, the
Yeah.
situation to be better. Like,
It's a trip, bro. Cause I think she loved Blueface. I think she thinks the relationship though is toxic, too toxic for them. So that time apart be like, it break that. When somebody think they like, when you dating somebody, especially a dude who be on, run a strict program.
I can't explain it though. Like, who else? So what am I supposed to like take him to court and do all this crazy thing with the paperwork and stuff, or just see eye to eye level to somebody?
Well, I guess that's what you would want to do. And I think that you have to see that there's other perspectives.
No, for sure. There's definitely a lot of perspectives. Like, um, people a lot of people's encouraging me like, hey, don't go on your witness, don't backslide, don't spiral. Hey, you work so much and long to just kind of like find yourself in a way. And you did it. You did a good job, and don't throw it all away. And I'm just like, I get everything y'all saying, but I literally had a baby by this man. So at the end of the day, I have to come to terms and face to face with something that needs to be in order, for real.
While I understand communication rule the nation, right? Sometimes to come down, or I mean to communicate with somebody, you gotta come down to their level, right? And I think that's what the people be worried about. Like if you think about it, when they was in the little tour bus, it people was examining that moment too. Like just like they basically like look at her falling right back in the devil hands, bro. Type shit. I don't know, bro.
Like I moved across the country to focus, to get my life back together, and I don't know, like
Yeah, but I think
what you think?
I'm paying attention to what your supporters are saying to you too,
What
right?
they saying?
To you.
Yeah, let me see the chat. Is it bad?
No, they're just worried about you. Like I think that as men, we understand that we still maintain, or we always, even if we don't have it, we still feel like we have that control over our woman that we used to have. We just kind of feel that way. So when we get around them, like put it this way, like you ever walk up to a
So
female
you
that
think I
be,
should
let me,
still
let me
press
finish this
party?
way, right? You
Now
ever
that
walk
now
up
that I
to
got to terms of the
no,
apology
I'm
and
not saying anything like that. I'm
the
asking
no
you
no
this
I'm just
way.
And that's what I was gonna say before I cut it off last time, right? I think she think the time apart has broke that control, right? Or I think she testing the waters to see, like, do you think, like, bro, you gotta, she basically want him to recognize her as her own individual, but it's still love there, of course, bro. You know what I'm saying?
it for like advice, like, cause I really don't know. You
No,
feel me?
like
Because
let's say you had
honestly,
issues with somebody.
I'm not in a space where this is worth throwing everything away for. Like, I'm not in that space where I'm just going, oh, he said sorry, and no, I don't know the proper steps for real. That's why I came to, like, we came to reconcile, apologize, see eye to eye, and to support him in the same way, because it's like the reason why I chose support instead of like beef is I don't have no ill intents, even for people that offend me, or I don't have that in my heart. But I
Do
get
you
what I'm
feel like
saying.
the
Like,
apology should be loud though? Like, do you feel like since he spoke publicly, he should apologize publicly instead of in private? Because it's still it's like, do you feel like he's trying to damage your brand when he does that stuff? You know what I mean?
I don't think he's trying to damage her brand. I think, hurt people, bro. You feel, especially when she go on them long hiatuses, he be missing her, and that's his way of getting her back, type shit, or at least starting a line of communication.
um,
And I think that's what the people really want to know. Like that your supporters really care about you. There's
right.
no denying that. And I think that
I think all the time would tell. I really don't really
you don't feel the need for it. Like you don't want that.
No, it's like this. It's like, all right, for example, like if I forgive somebody, right? And I'm not forgiving them because I need apology from them and or I need to be forgiven by them. I'm forgiving them for me. So I can still pray at night and God is not giving me conviction. Hey, you have resentment. You have hate towards this person. You need to remove that for your body. And once I came to terms of facing the resentment and like um the unforgiveness, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta address this because that's what's in my way for my next level to elevate in God, with God, to be happy, to be set free from things that I said I let go, but I have to come to terms and let them go. So once I did that, and I showed how it, because I truly am, I'm unbothered. We're two separate people. We're completely separated. He live on the other.
And you could see that, bro. You could kind of see, like, even going back to that where they was on the tour bus, right? You could see the peace on her face, and you could see it being somewhat, no disrespect, Blue, but he seemed to be a bit all over the place or whatever. How you, but let's keep it lit. And I respect what she say about forgiving somebody and moving forward, right? For her, not for them. Yeah.
Side of the country. So do I. I just want to nurture the the things that's like so dark, so demonic. Like we could just get that, like shoo that away. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's hindering growth, maturity, and you actually want to be a dad. I really think the reason why he even came up with, oh, that's not my son, was because I decided to leave California.
Yeah. And
Like
and
I
we
didn't
saw
call
that
him. I
in the
didn't
text.
say, "Hey, this is what I am." in the midst of us going through what we're going through, him just coming home, and then look, I'm not validating any of his emotions right now, okay?
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to like see if I can see how his brain calculates certain things. I don't really care to.
Yeah, bro, I agree with her, bro. But I think, you know, she's doing the work, but you know, I think both parties have to do the work, bro. You feel me? In order for this shit to work.
Like, you understand how it's perceived, right? Like, Chrisean, you're a beautiful girl. So you going out there, him getting his opportunity to get his baby back. I got my baby back. You know, like that's how it appears. And you're play fighting. It appears to the masses that way.
Mm.
You know, and it's okay because ultimately it's your life, and you got to do what you
No,
got to
it's not
do.
okay because it's not okay because I don't want to seem like or be the person that's like I'm not. No.
It's just no. The reason I'm saying it's okay is because it's first off, it already happened, and this is part of your journey, and there's no eliminating them. You know, we as men, we blame women all the time for blocking us out of our children's lives, but then somehow you're still gonna get attacked for not blocking them out of your child's life. You
Yeah,
know what I
that's
Exactly. And that's my thing, right? A lot of the supporters, they be, you know, you can't please them either way. So I think she taking this shit one day at a time, bro. She's doing the work, and when you hear her talk, right, and explain it from her side, it's understandable. We all people, bro. Feel me? So, and people are like, oh, you took him back, and it's like, bro, what, like, what? Or, you know what I'm saying? And we don't even know if that's the case, bro. But we do know that they got a co-parent, I guess, at the very least. You know what I'm saying? Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho.